What's up, Stash Investors? So the portfolio has finally reached back into the positives, mainly due to the fact of Aurora Cannabis. Now in this video, we're going to be looking at the entire portfolio. We're also going to be adding the weekly purchase over to the dividend tracker as well. And as we're looking at each individual position, you will notice that Stash has made a new update to the platform. Now before we dive into the rest of the video, if this is your first time hanging out on the channel, be sure to go ahead and smash that like button for me and share this video with a friend. It really helps out the channel. And at any point during this video, be sure to check out some of the show notes down in the description box. Some of those are affiliate links, but it does help support the channel, brand, and business. I'm Mike the Investor. Let's jump right into it. Alright, welcome back to the channel. Now we are on the Stash Invest platform where we can see my personal portfolio value is $1,201 and I'm currently up 1.28%, which is equivalent to $15.18. So I'm not up a lot, but it is nice to see this portfolio back into the green, because if you've been following the Stash investment journey, you know for the most part that this portfolio has been in the negatives. So it is definitely a nice feeling to see this portfolio reach back to the positive side. Alright, so as we go all the way into the position, the current amount I invested is $1,186.31. We're going to go ahead and scroll down to the first position here, which would be Aurora Cannabis. And ever since the reverse split, I have been up on this position. We scroll on down here, my current value $269.09. I'm currently up 20.19%, which is equivalent to $45.21. As we look at my average price here, it is $13.35, and I have a total of 16.76 shares. Now as you can see, this looks completely different from the last Stash Invest update. Stash has did a complete new update on the platform. I think it's a huge plus for the platform alone, as well as investors like myself. So we can see the current share price is $16.05. Their today change, they're down 7.76%. Their year to date, they are down 33.79%. So you can see it gives you the full range of the stock, which I really like. So I think this is extremely valuable for investors. After looking at Aurora Cannabis, we move down to Facebook. Now this position I am up the most on out of every other individual holding that I have. As we scroll down here, we can see the current value $240.11. I'm currently up on Facebook at 26.54%, which is equivalent to $50.35. As we look at my average price, it is $185.65. As we look at the number of shares, I just have 1.02 shares. And as we move over to their overview, we're going to hit the view more. Their current share price, $234.91. They were up 1.52% during market hours, and their year to date they are up 11.98%. Now the next position in the portfolio will be Comcast. Now I'm still down on this position currently. As we move on down, you can see the current value $161.24. I am down 12% on this position, which is $21.99. As we look at my average price, it is $44.02, and I have a total of 4.16 shares in Comcast. And as we move over to the overview here, we can see their current share price, $38.74. During market hours, they were down 0.54%. Their year to date, they are down 13.64%. And this is one of the new features that I like. We look at the dividend yield, 2.36%. They have the last dividend paid, which is 23 cents per share. And then the last dividend pay date, April 22nd, 2020. So this gives you a full range on what the dividend yield is, how much the company is paying, what they paid last, as well as the last payment date. So I think this is a very good feature that they added to the Stash Invest platform. After looking at Comcast, we move on down to corporate cannabis. Now I am up on this position. This is the MJ ETF. We move down here and you can see my current value $142.22. I am up on this position at 11.27%, which is equivalent to $14.40. As we move down to my average price, it is $12.57, and I have a total of 10.16 shares in this position. So we're going to go over to the overview, and we can see their risk level is very aggressive. Their share price is $13.99. They were up 3.86% during market hours, and now we're going to hit the view more. We can see their year to date, they are down 14.75%. You can see their expense ratio, which is 0.75%, the dividend yield at 6.53%, and then the last dividend paid is 10 cents per share, and they paid that out on March 20th, 2020. Moving down to the next position will be Keurig Dr Pepper. Now I am down on this position. This is the third largest beverage company in the United States. We move on down here and you can see the current value, $139.12. I'm currently down on this position at 4.65%, which is equivalent to $6.79. As we look at the average price, it is $28.47, and I have a total of 5.12 shares in Keurig Dr Pepper. So as we look at the overview here, we can see their current share price is $27.15. They were up 1% during market hours. They're down 4.47% during their year to date. Their dividend yield at 2.23%. Last dividend paid is 15 cents, and it was paid on April 17th, 2020. After looking at Keurig Dr Pepper, we move down to Berkshire Hathaway. Now I'm still down a little bit on this position, and I actually purchased a little bit more this week in Berkshire Hathaway. So as we scroll on down here, we can see the current value, $135.83. I am currently down 2.54%, which is equivalent to $3.54. As we move down to the average price, $179.63, and I have a total of 0.77 shares in Berkshire Hathaway Class B. Now as we move over to the overview, we're going to hit view more, and now you can see their share price is $175.07. They are up 0.07%, and they're down 23.35%. So we're going to go back over to my position here. So now we can add the new amount into the dividend tracker. So we know my new average price is $179.63, the new amount of shares that I hold. So we're just going to hit the Command C here. We're going to go over to the dividend tracker, and you can see it has the portfolio value, dividend yield, my yield on cost, and the annual income. If you haven't used this dividend tracker yet and you do want to try it out, the link will be in the description. It is a free dividend tracker to use. So now we can see this is my old position in Berkshire Hathaway. I had 0.68 shares. My average price was $180.25. So now we're going to go over to the edit button here. We're going to hit my number of shares, and we're going to go back over to stash so we can see what my average price is. So I can just hit the Command NC again. That way we know we have the right amount. We go back over to the tracker here. We're going to delete this out, Command V, and then we hit edit. And as you can see, stock successfully edited. We move on down, and now you can see I have the new amount of shares at 0.77, the current price of Berkshire Hathaway, my new average cost, and my profit and loss on the company. There's no dividend yield, no yield on cost, or no annual income because Berkshire Hathaway does not pay a dividend. So before we leave the dividend tracker, I do want to make a quick announcement. I have got a few questions. So starting June 1st, there will be some features on here that are completely optional that you will have to pay for by a subscription. Now the full range that you're seeing here, this will still be completely free to everyone that wants to use the dividend tracker. So I'm going to briefly show you what tools I'm talking about. So if we go to free tools, we have the diversification and portfolio history. Now these two tabs are completely free. The two that will cost will be your portfolio alerts. I'm gonna quickly show you that. And what that does is it gives you an update on when one of your stocks declares a dividend and when one of your stock pays you a dividend. So that's a really cool feature that I like. And the next one will be the upcoming dividends, which pretty much gives you the confirmed and unconfirmed dividends of your individual holdings that are paying you out. And then the main feature that I like the most will be you have the search stock here. So you can search any stock that you want to look at and it will give you the dividend history and a lot of other information on the stock. So we're just going to use Apple for example. So we have Apple here. And as I click the enter button, you're going to notice it's going to take me right over to Apple stats and metrics. So we can see we have the current price, we have their dividend yield, the annual dividend that they will pay you out, their payout ratio. It also gives you the payout analysts on the top 5 major companies in that sector. So you have IBM, Intel, Cisco, Apple, and Microsoft. And then if we hit the dividend history, it's going to go all the way back to the last stock market crash of 2008 all the way up into now and give you the full dividend history of each stock that you put in. We hit the dividend safety here. It's also going to give you the dividend safety score of each stock that you put in. This is my favorite feature that they've added onto this tracker. So you have the consecutive dividend growth, the PE versus sector, dividend growth rate, the dividend yield, earnings per share trend, and the payout ratio. So this is very vital information, not only for new investors, but even seasoned investors as well. And the last tab will be stock popularity. So you can see technology ranked number 1, bullish and bearish, 71% and 29%, with a overall rank of number 5 in the technology sector. So this is a really cool feature that I truly like. Let me know down in the comment section if you are still watching this video. And as you can see, this is a premium feature. It is free until the end of the month. So if you haven't used this tracker yet and maybe you want to try it out and see is it worth your time, go ahead and click the link down in the description and check it out for yourself. So let's go back over to the Stash Invest portfolio, and now we're going to look at the next individual stock. So moving down to the last stock in the portfolio will be Ford. I'm down the most on this position and I'm still trying to sell out of Ford. I'm just trying to at least break even or get as close as possible to breaking even on this position before selling out of it. So we move on down here and we can see the current value, $113.87. I'm down on this position at 36.06%, which is equivalent to $64.22. As we look at my average price, $8.84, and the number of shares I have is 20.15. As we look at the overview, we hit the view more, their current share price, $5.65. They were up 0.27% during market hours. They are down year to date 38.72%. We can see their dividend yield is at 0% because Ford has stopped paying their dividend, and the last dividend paid amount was 15 cents per share, paid out on March 2nd, 2020. All right, so these are all 7 positions here in my Stash Invest portfolio. You can see I am up on 3 positions and I am down on 4 of those. So the portfolio is starting to make some progress, and I'm super excited about finally hitting back into the positives. Once again, I currently invested $1,186.31. I'm currently up $15.18, which gives me a total portfolio value $1,201.49. All right, so that is my Stash Invest weekend update. If you like how the platform looks and you want to try it out for yourself, be sure to click the link down in the description. You'll get a free $20 to start investing on this platform. And if you haven't had a chance to check out my website yet or the merch store, the links will be in the description as well. I'm Mike the Investor. Remember to stay inspired, stay motivated, invest in yourself, and I will see you guys back next time.